Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another video. First stream we've done in a few days, but as you guys could obviously tell, there hasn't been a lot of transfer news to speak about or news regarding the club. There's a few topics that we can go through, but only because we've allowed them to cluster up a little bit. Most of the focus has been on who the potential new owners will be, who's going to be in the shortlisted bids that will come out in the next few days. There's plenty to discuss on that front, and yeah, today's going to be another carnage stream for sure. So guys, stay locked in, smash the like and subscribe button, and let's get into the video. First off, as always, big up the rest of the panel. Fatter, I'm gonna start off with you. How's the week been, bro?
Oh, all good, man. All good. Just watching the Formula One race. Not much going on apart from the FA Cup. Yeah, we go through semi-final. Hopefully, we get the tickets by then.
Yeah, hopefully we can get into that as well, because apparently we could potentially be given a route to getting FA Cup semi-final tickets, but don't sit and pretend that it's because they're doing it for us. It's the government wanting the FA Cup to actually look like an FA Cup semi-final and not like we're in social distancing again. But we move, it is what it is. Josh, what are you saying, bro? You all good?
Yeah, man, I'm good. It's been a while since we talked. Yeah, man, somebody wants to get some peas in their pocket. That's all it is, man. It's not any deeper than that. Yeah, I think from all the stuff going on online right now, I think today's going to be a very interesting stream. So we'll get into it.
100%. Alex, what are you saying, my guy? You all good?
Yeah, fine and dandy. Should have done my research before I do shit, but hey, move.
You and me both, man. Don't worry. We both come unprepared. But it's cool. It's cool. Jesters, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, just hard being an older person and a young and surrounded by a bunch of young people that haven't lived long enough to understand how the world works. It's kind of difficult. So maybe I can school some of you today, and you'll get the idea that the world is not black and white, but it's shades of gray. And yeah, if you're on canceling people, then you're part of the problem nowadays.
Yeah, we are definitely going to get into this, because I already know where you're going to be coming from with it. I already know the chat's also going to be taking the piss too, but we can have a serious conversation. Andrew, what are you saying, bro? What are you saying?
Yeah, all good, man. Hopefully the ticket thing works out. Maybe they'll come up with a scheme where you buy half a ticket each, and one of you can watch one half, and you can watch the next half, in and out of the stadium.
Shotgun second half.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Old school style, but this ticket thing, could be easy. Should have been easy sorted before they sanctioned us. That just shows they didn't know what they were doing in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
No, well, welcome
if it wasn't
to the
at
UK
Wembley,
government.
if it wasn't at Wembley, we wouldn't be getting tickets. That's for sure.
Yep.
Wouldn't be worried about the tickets.
It's only because it's an FA event that they want to make it look good instead of just a full palace end and just an empty neutral stand on the other side. But we move. And last but not least, Poku Doku, what are you telling me, bro? You all good?
Fuck.
Boo!
I thought Poku Doku was a good one.
Yeah, but it depends on the subject. Really, you want to get 16 years old opinion on something that actually...
Yeah, it is what it is, but we move. He ain't here anyway. Oh, right, there you are. What are you saying, bro? You all good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. That's it.
Love to hear it. Now, as you guys already know, like it says in the title, the Raine Group is meant to be deciding the ownership or the shortlist for the potential bids within the next coming days. And the Ricketts situation has been going all over on Twitter. Hashtag no to Ricketts is trending. I think it's third trending worldwide. There's been a lot of threads talking about how we don't want the Ricketts. And I'm here for it as well. Personally, I'd love to try and have owners that aren't going to be bringing ridiculously poor PR, also potential Islamophobia to the club. But Jesters, we are going to go straight to you on this because we did speak about it backstage. And you... how's the right way to go about this? Do you feel like the Ricketts are being given a bad rep based off Joe Ricketts, their father, who is allegedly not even meant to be involved with the bidding process. Or what's your thoughts on this? Because I know we want to go into this.
Yeah, look, I don't know about you, but I have relatives that I don't want to be associated with.
Shit. Don't get me
Everybody
started.
has something in their background, somewhere in their family history that nowadays could get you canceled. Right? I mean, it's just pretty stupid. This man, Joe Ricketts, said something stupid. Okay?
Apparently, it was a few pages of Islamophobia.
They were leaked emails.
Whatever it is. Okay? He's the one.
A string of emails sent over a period of 4 years from 2009 to 2013. That's what's allegedly
That's
saying.
something he has to answer for, not his family. You don't. What happens if you have a relative who murders somebody? Is the whole family then murderers?
Oh, my in-laws. I have a
Association.
family on the one on the life, one on the death.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Alex, we're gonna have to cancel Alex. He's a
Yeah,
killer.
Alex is canceled now because all of us
Death row.
have either said or done something in our lives that we're not hacked. We don't want to be pinned to, or we don't want that to control our entire life story. This man is not involved with the Ricketts Sports Group. He's the patriarch of the family, which means he's the one that had made all the money. Okay? So whatever this man said, he needs to answer for, not his entire family. You don't cancel an entire family for what one person did. Or, I'm sorry, a lot of you live in the UK. How come you're not canceling yourself for being part of living in the UK when you have a royal family that's done some horrible crap? Huh? Answer me that. How far are you going to go? If there are certain, he's also an American. So are all Americans now canceled because of what he said? He's probably also a Christian too. So are all Christians now canceled? How far are you going to take it? I mean, you're going to take it to absurd points where there's going to be nobody that can do anything because everybody's going to be canceled. If your argument is they're not good enough for Chelsea because they don't run their sports franchises well and they would be bad owners, fine. But if you're worried about something that a member of their family said, and then you're going to say, well, all of them are that way. How is that logical? How is that meant to
you know what his
forward?
family's response were to when the quotes came out?
I have no idea. I have not
I'm
looked
have to do
into
some
it
research on
because
that.
if they're not on the short list, who cares? If they're on the short list, then fine, dig into it. But
I think that's probably one of the main reasons that the family is coming over here to speak to the Chelsea trustees and the pitch owners and all that stuff is to maybe disavow themselves from those comments. I'd imagine they didn't throw a party for those comments when they came out and said, "Hey, yo, we back our dads exactly how we all feel." Like, no, I would imagine they were pretty embarrassed about that. And listen, I tend to agree with Jester on this. Like, I'll start by saying I don't want the Ricketts to be the owners for a lot of reasons, aside from what their father said, mostly on a sporting side. But I don't think you can just lump an entire group of people. I mean, you're talking 4 or 5 kids or whatever that are in the group to something that their 80-year-old father said that probably, unfortunately, a lot of people at the time might have agreed with. I don't think what he said was, I think it was disgusting. And I think if you're Muslim, you have every right to feel a certain way about what he said. And I support the Chelsea fans who are Muslim who feel that way. I absolutely support their right to feel.
Thank you.
Because not even them, it's the players as well too. You look at
no question. Listen, N'Golo Kante might be my favorite Chelsea player. I don't want him to feel any kind of disrespect by a potential owner. Like, and again, I don't want them to be the owners of Chelsea. I just think that the thought process of saying,
hold on a second, is Los Angeles Dodgers, is that the guy runs with Ricketts?
Bowley is the Ricketts family own the Cubs, Chicago Cubs.
So those are two different ones.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
two different
fuck
ones.
that. I don't care about the Ricketts. No,
Yeah,
Ricketts. I want Bowen. I don't want Ricketts on the football perspective.
right.
Yeah, that-
The dad is a
100%.
racist. But look. Let me tell you something from the Whitey over here. That Whitey that lives in the deep South, like literally in the South. There's how to say it. There's always gonna be the family member that actually you don't want to associate with, and the guy that came from Europe, it was blown, but the kids are not the same that their parents. You can't just judge the kids based on what the parents say. Even if you're a Christian, you're supposed to answer that by example, in the Bible. The kids do not answer for the sins of the fathers, right? If you're a Christian person, that's how it's supposed to be done. I don't know the situation with Ricketts. Literally, I actually followed the lead on somebody on Twitter, and I just reposted that thing without even doing my due diligence. I understand what the older person said. I thought it was the current member that actually made the bid for Chelsea. He's the one that actually said it. But if it's like a dad or granddad or even that, it doesn't make any sense, and we should not judge everybody on that from based what somebody or some old man said, because we can cancel each other in a minute. Like literally, there is no country in this world, especially Western countries in this world, cannot, how you say it, have a leg to stand on, because every country done something really, really bad in this world, and England, UK, England, US, Portugal, Spain did the one of the most horrific things that ever done by humans. So I don't really know how to address the situation. It's above my pay grade. I think it's for the guys that actually how you say it. It's for the guys that actually feels like, for the Muslim how you say it, guys, that for them to decide if that they are the ones that are affected for them. I can't. I don't know what to say about it anymore.
No, I get what you're saying. You want to just follow. If Muslims feel uncomfortable with it, then it's something that you would
exactly.
Want. Yeah,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like if the players and the fan base not comfortable with those kind of owners, based on what they feel, I'll support them. That's what I'm saying. I'll support them.
How many Muslim players in our squad?
We have Sarr, Rudiger, Ziyech, and Kante.
Doesn't matter if it's just one.
4, is it?
Yeah, it's exactly. It doesn't matter if it's just the one. If he's not comfortable with what the owners are, we should help him. That's it.
Yeah, Declared says the Cubs are bought with the family trust money, which the father of the Ricketts run. The money is still linked. The kids don't go and make their own money. So
if you were to start saying,
hold on a second. That's another thing. Like there's literally
Mendy's Muslim as well. I didn't know.
Yeah,
that. All right, fair enough.
There's literally every billionaire or millionaire in the United States almost did not make any money themselves. They inherited. The most rich families in the United States are the ones that inherited. So does in UK. You all inherit. Like remember the way I said there's only 4 ways you can become a super rich. Remember the 4 rules? I saw it. You grossed out. I can repeat it again. There's only 4 ways you can make that kind of money, especially fast.
So again, I'm not advocating for the Ricketts. I think they would be poor owners based on their stewardship of the Cubs. All I'm saying is, don't take one person's comments and paint a whole family, a whole race, a whole religion, a whole nationality because of something one person or 2 people do.
I have seen some of Ricketts' Islamophobic emails were allegedly with his son as well, so we don't know how deep this goes.
Again, all I'm saying is, don't take one person's thing and make everybody associated with that guilty by association. That's my point. My point is not the Ricketts are good people. I don't know them. I haven't looked into them. All I'm saying is everybody is saying this based on what the fathers or Joe Ricketts said. That's what everybody's basing. They're not looking that far into it. Okay? Don't do that because you'll find yourself counseled one day too. I'm telling you right now, nobody here is perfect. Nobody here's family is perfect. And if you're going to live in a glass house and throw stones, your house will come down soon enough. That was my point, not to advocate for the Ricketts ownership. I don't want the Ricketts to own Chelsea because just based on how they run the Cubs, not because something they said. Okay, you should be looking at who's going to be the best owners for Chelsea Football Club. And it's strange to me that some people say, well, this people should be canceled, but nobody's looking at backgrounds of all the other groups. I guarantee each one of these people who have bid for Chelsea have some skeletons in their closet as well that could potentially get them canceled. It's just a matter of, can it be brought to light? You do not get this rich without having skeletons. I don't care where you're from.
Yeah.
I thought we trusted Roman to make the proper decision here, right? Like, it wasn't that ultimately what we all said? Like, hey, Roman's going to pick the best person for Chelsea. Ultimately, he'll be the one who comes and makes the right choice. So if he thinks that the Ricketts are not a good group for whatever reason, and he decides not to include them in his final 3 or 4, then they won't be included. But like, it's just kind of like, just to hear people say like, oh well, you know, I'm probably not going to be a Chelsea fan anymore if this person happens to take over the club, or this person happens to take over the club. Like, well, then reevaluate that now. Like, because
I am taking a deeper look into the rest of the family. Allegedly, Tom Ricketts has been in a scandal for saying something anti-Asian around the time when COVID was at its peak. There was something between Pete Ricketts, who said something, who had a racist expression towards black people as well. The Joe Ricketts stuff already comes with it. It's looking sticky for these lot.
Look. I've started to look up literally. I shouldn't do what I did. Like, anyway, I'm standing by my. I don't want Ricketts because of first of all, my favorite person. I thought it was on the same board as the Ricketts, was the LA Dodgers. Why did I think that? Maybe because I didn't really care who buys Chelsea as long as it's quick. And so we will not go to deeper problems in the summer. But I want either that, what's the name? The LA Dodgers guy. All of a sudden, the Candy guy, that Asian lady is with
the
him.
Candy man.
The Candyman.
No, you can't have him.
He said Lampard shouldn't have gone.
No, you can't have him. He's a Tory, so you can't have. He can't have the club. He's a Tory. Sorry, he's canceled too.
So anyway, what's the Tory?
That's the political group. That's like Republican in America.
Here's the thing.
Being Republican isn't a sin.
I know.
Well, no, but
Some
people are
people
canceling it. Some people are canceling
and
it.
it depends on the country.
What?
In the United States, it's because it's a two-party system that literally divides the country because it's a two-party system. But all of a sudden in a family, if you I'm not gonna go into that because I'll really get canceled.
It looks like chat still hasn't gotten the message. They don't still understand what we're saying. I'm not advocate. I'm not saying we should have a racist owner. I'm not saying the Ricketts should own Chelsea Football Club. All I'm saying is be careful of how you judge people. Be careful that you're not putting somebody's sins onto the rest of their family. And I'm not saying the rest of the family is clean either. I am saying people are saying no to Ricketts based on not what the research they've done, but because of the thing that Joe Ricketts said. All I'm saying is do not do that. Don't be part of the problem. Okay. I'm also saying they're not good enough because of their management of the Cubs to own Chelsea Football Club. I'm going to keep it based on what they would do for this club, not outside things.
here's if people don't know how U.S. politics works, is you can find all kinds of articles accusing if what I understood, Ricketts or whatever the name is, looks like they're a Republican and a big rich Republican here.
That's
You will
safe to
find
say.
you will find a lot of things in the United States by by that kind of media exposing something like and make it a little bit extra on top. You know what I'm saying? Like racist. Remember when Trump said that coronavirus was came from China, and all of a sudden it was against. You couldn't say that in the beginning, so you canceled at that. You called racist. All of a sudden now, 2 years later, it's actually okay to talk about it. So you see what I'm saying? So that's it. It's a we go in way deep water than what we're supposed to go with this new ownership. I've literally, if you confused, I'm more confused about it.
Right, let me go through a few of these super chats. Dector says Google is literally free. It's not just the old guy. Ricketts' sons also made racist, sexist, homophobic comments. Been there, bid. Ditto Woody Johnson. I need to take a look at the sexist one, but I've seen the racist and homophobic stuff as well, and it does look a bit sticky all around. But yeah, here we are in it. Felipe says it's not about what the dad said; it's about who can run a team better than the Cubs and the Dodgers. Dodgers 3-5 last World Series.
World Series, yeah.
Yeah, all right, cool. And we have spent like crazy since Bahili took over. Okay, yeah. From what Jess has been saying as well, like their running of a club is fucking horrific. So, yeah, their bid looks like absolute trash, but we move. Felipe also says they made promises they can't keep when they bought the Cubs, like fixing Wrigley Field. I'm guessing that's their home ground, and I'm guessing
Yeah.
And it's similar to Stamford Bridge because it's old. It's an older stadium. I mean, it's a classic.
It's a classic. You have
that means we're keeping Stamford Bridge.
It's historical thing actually in Chicago. So I think it's a lot of things cannot be done based on how old this thing is.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I understand, it's like a literally cultural piece of property over there in Chicago, I'm assuming.
Yeah, big up Kirito as well. 6th newest member. If you guys want to join as well, the join button is right next to the subscribe button. Press them both, in my opinion. Simeon as well says, ultimately, if it's going to bring unnecessary drama to the club, it's best if they're not the new owners, regardless of if they're good or bad people. I do think, though, most of the potential owners that we're going to have is going to bring drama to the club. Like Chelsea is a dramatic club, full stop. Let's be real. Drama follows us everywhere we go. I'm not here to justify any of the shit that I've read, but I do believe, regardless of what the potential owners could be, they're all going to come with a bit of dirty laundry behind them.
Yeah,
it's not to justify anything we said or heard, but it's all about what you can allow or what you think is unacceptable.
There's no such a thing as the bad publicity.
Oh, definitely.
I think the sooner people get it to their minds that what we have with Roman is never going to be replicated again.
Yeah.
The better off they'll be, because so many people are like trying to compare whoever the new owner is going to be to what Roman has done. That is never going to happen again, ever. So the sooner you get that through your minds that, okay, well, this new owner, they better come in and do exactly what Roman did, or else it's not going to be my Chelsea anymore. Well, then you're not going to be a Chelsea fan anymore, because it's going to be very different. It's going to be very, very different. And that's unfortunate. Listen, we all love Roman. I love Roman. I want people to keep singing his name. He deserves that. But the way the club is going to be run is going to be much different than what Roman did for the last 19, 20 years. It just is.
Right. Declared sent me this thread on the Ricketts. Joe Ricketts is racist, has found a string of emails over a period of 4 years from 2009 to 2013 saying, we cannot ever let Islam become a large part of our society. Muslims are naturally that's mad. His son Tom Ricketts and other multiple sources say Joe Ricketts is not directly involved in the Chicago Cubs, but Chelsea fans do not want to be associated with anyone who shares the same name. A mere apology after 4 years of cached emails is not enough.
Well, there you go.
That second statement is the problem.
Yeah.
So
what, this one?
Yes. So again, okay, why don't you take that further? He's from the United States. Why don't you just say you don't want anybody from the United States? Because obviously, if this guy is from the United States, everybody in the United States must feel this way. He's a Christian too. You can take it to an absurd level, but that's a dumb statement. If you want to say you don't want the Ricketts at your club because they won't run the club good, fine. But to say one person said this, so the whole entire family throughout the generations is canceled, that's just dumb. That's it. Why?
I understand that, but like for me, I want to also see I would have loved to see what the rest of the family had come out and said after this all was made public.
But
PYS just tweeted saying there's 4 bits that appear to have the sidetrack. Todd Bailey, custodian, Ricketts family, Woody Johnson, Sir Martin Bronton, custodian. Others have chance of the shortlist, include Nick Candy and St. Tricius.
Still know nothing on the Saudis, damn it.
The Saudis aren't getting it.
I thought Saudis is a fake thing, actually.
No, they're not getting it because
it'll take long, apparently.
It'll take a long time for them to get approved. And did you not just see what came out yesterday in the news? That certain people in the government are now looking to cancel the owner of Man City.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So the thing is spreading. Newcastle will be next. Mad.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's
I didn't even think they'd follow the precedent.
Yeah, not Newcastle, Man City owner met up with what's his name?
Bashar al-Assad.
Bashar Assad, yeah.
Well, that's the thing with what this whole thing with Roman, the precedent that the UK government has set now is that if we don't like your owner's politics, we can take your football club. And that is a precedent that they set doing this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so now if they go in and they say, oh well, we don't like Al Bashar, okay, well anyone associated with this guy now, we're gonna have to take a deeper look into and they'll just come for whoever they disagree with. Like when you set precedents like this, they become very dangerous because now it becomes something where if we don't like your politics or we don't like the things that you're doing with your businesses, we can come in and take your club, and it's just it's all a bit ridiculous. I don't know, man.
Arsenal for life. You keep crying, man. Chelsea is screwed. Man.
By the way, Man City
keep crying, man. Keep crying.
They're owned by the United Arab Emirates people. They're not Saudis.
What?
No, somebody's asking Man City is not Saudi, apparently.
It doesn't matter where they're from.
No, it was because doesn't matter. They met with Assad, not because who they are. It's who they met.
Right, let's see what else is on here. They have a history of acquiring highly controversial players.
Okay, this I read too. This was interesting to me. All right, because who they bring up? They bring up Aroldis Chapman. Who
under a 30-game suspension for domestic violence after allegedly choking his girlfriend and fired 8 gunshots during the dispute.
Right.
Daniel Murphy, a known homophobe, said this about Billy Bean. I do disagree the fact that Billy is a homosexual. That doesn't mean that I can't still invest in him and get to know him. And you can still accept them, but I do agree with the lifestyle. I do disagree with the lifestyle 100%. That's mad. Addison Russell handed a 40-game suspension for domestic violence in 2018 and brought back to the team after suspension. Go on, Josh. What were you going to say?
Okay, so Aroldis Chapman, listen, he's a piece of shit as far as like how he deals with what he did. He's a piece of shit for that. He's also probably one of the best closers in baseball, or was at least at a certain point the best closer in baseball. The gentleman who made the comments about Billy Bean, he says it's because of his religious views. I can assure you there are millions of Christians who feel the exact same way as that guy does about Billy Bean.
No, but the same way, it's still not correct. Like,
I agree. Listen, I'm not a religious person. I don't feel that way about this. What he said again, I think was a joke. I think it's ridiculous. But there are millions of people who are and do feel exactly like that gentleman. So, like, if you're gonna like start nitpicking players from the team that they brought in because you don't like something that they said or they're associated with, and then you're going to then put that on the Ricketts for buying that player. Trust me, Aroldis Chapman would have been bought by all 32, 33 MLB teams if they had the opportunity. Every single one of them would have bought Aroldis Chapman.
By the way, let me after what the fuck is all this like windows are open on Louis' laptop?
That's why this laptop.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of different tabs to go through. I had like an hour to do my research.
You have a Spotify open. You have a Word open. What the hell, man?
I've got to get my research.
No, that's his penitentiary apparently. Like he's trying to take.
Oh yeah. We still got a few penitentiaries we need to prepare. We haven't done one in a while, but we moved. Let's go through the rest of this. The article says renovations to Wrigley Field and the surrounding area, while necessary in many cases, have changed the spirit of the iconic ballpark. We don't want the Ricketts anywhere near Stamford Bridge.
Nope.
While fans won't be allowed in Wrigley Field this season due to pandemics, the Ricketts are currently selling regular season rooftop tickets from $200 to $350 amid a public health crisis. So what? Fans aren't allowed, but they're still selling tickets.
No, because
Wrigley Field is a very. Go ahead, Jester. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's in a neighborhood, and you can actually watch the game from people's rooftops.
Oh, okay.
And again, I know you guys pay very little for tickets in the UK. That's a regular admission price for a sporting event in the United States. You want to go to a football game? You want to go to a baseball game?
You said we pay a little, and we think the prices are ridiculous.
That's what I laugh at when you guys are like, "Oh, I got to pay 30 pounds for this ticket."
Hell.
This ticket costs £30. I'm like, listen, I pay £30 to park at some of these games, man. Like,
I was about to say,
what the fuck, man?
For me to go to college game. Like a good decent seat, it's about $45, which is not too bad. But the parking is the killer. Then you go into NHL professional hockey game. That's $100. The cheapest one. You're probably gonna be looking for the parking lot. That's
ridiculous. Since winning the World Series, they've gone from one of the most active free agent buyers in the league to a near non-participant. That just sounds like Chelsea after we win any big trophy. So,
by the way, Daniel
roster attrition.
I want to know who he wants as owner.
Who? Daniel.
It's.
You already know who my choice is, man. Come on.
No, I don't.
At this point, I'd rather the Candyman, you know.
Hey, respect your board. Respect your board member.
Bring the listen. At the end of the day, I don't care, man.
No,
really
I know
care.
You don't care, but I want to be fast. But I like Bailey because the way I watched him.
I like Bailey as well. He's cool. I like what he says about winning and how he invests in his own teams. But I don't know, man. I honestly, I don't care.
The Dodgers just spent $162 million for Freddie Freeman, for fuck's sake.
You really like Candyman, or are you just trolling?
I don't really care, man.
So
I like that he has a lot of money behind him.
The only reason I like Candy is because of that Korean influence billionaires over there.
He has a lot of money behind him, but
but they said that their funding fell through. I just heard that from Goonie and Eunice on a different channel, on Lee Gunner's channel.
Wait, who hasn't gone through?
The candy bid that the investor, there was something with the investors behind it that it fell through. That's what they were saying. I haven't had the chance to research that as well.
Yeah. But I heard this opposite, that they increased the bid because of somebody.
I've seen the one you said about pies saying
you got to research your sources a little bit, you know.
Inside track. Todd Baheli's consortium, Sir Martin Broughton's consortium, the Ricketts family, and Woody Johnson.
I tell you what, I don't think it's going to be UK owned. I don't think Abramovich will let UK owners, man. I think he will bend over. But
Oh,
The what?
No. Anyway.
Yeah,
You heard it come out.
Korean funding failed
it's
to go
Marina.
through.
Yeah.
A bid from the Saudi media group is also not considered to be among the front runners for Chelsea. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I knew that from the
told you
beginning
that.
because it's gonna take too long. Yeah, I knew that from the beginning. Well,
Right.
This
Yeah.
isn't the USA. These views are unacceptable here. People can't speak. It's got nothing to do with where you're from. Hate is hate is hate. Okay, and please do not think that I'm an advocate of hate. I know some of you don't want to see me on here anymore, so you'll run with that. But all I'm saying is be careful how you generalize people. Okay.
Oh yeah, generalizing in general, I don't agree with. I don't care what the race is or the people you're generalizing. You can't generalize a group off a few individuals. I get what you're saying, but even in spite of that, I can't lie. The whole Ricketts family just looks a bit mad to me personally.
I don't think
even when you're telling me there are issues on the pitch or on the baseball pitch and off the pitch, there's way too much shit with them. I didn't even know if they'd be good for us with or without all the scandalous stuff that's come out. Big up Artem saying, being a Cubs fan, they're shit owners. Too much praise for that one championship, only 6 seasons with a winning record in 13 years. Showed zero ambition after they won the title, one of the worst teams in the MLB. Well, yeah. So
if that's why you don't want them, I'm all aboard on that. That's why you should not want them.
Yeah, I can't lie. Sounds like we're going to be the next Arsenal with these lot. Dexter says, sorts of this much wealth is seldom palatable, but it doesn't mean we should consider trash like Ricketts or Johnson. No issues with the USA, but Healy looks good. I haven't done a lot of
I just sent you something. Lewis.
I'll have a look at that. I haven't done a lot of research into the Woody Johnson stuff. Why is everyone against him?
He's a horrible owner as well. And that's all that needs to be said.
All right, cool.
I just sent you.
New York Gents stink,
Lewis.
Yeah, he's a horrible owner. He would be it's not that, and that's all it should be. Would they be a good owner or would they not? If they can't pass that test, it doesn't matter what else.
For over a decade.
I don't know if this is lost on me, but what's behind this, Alex?
I think it's all no to Ricketts. The answer from the government will be no to tickets. That's
can't be asked.
Oh yeah.
Well, we could be getting tickets over the next few weeks because the FA realize they're about to fuck up their own FA Cup semi-final if they do it. Although the way it's going, it could only be Crystal Palace fans there because there's no travel between Liverpool and Manchester.
I'm surprised Chelsea didn't let Gallagher play.
Hold on.
Now, why would we help them? Fuck Palace.
Yeah, fuck.
They can't fill up. Palace can't get 45,000 fans there. That's the problem.
Yeah.
No, they can fill that up easily.
I
They did.
don't think they filled up. I don't think they filled up the Radical. I'll have to double check.
No, because they made the final in 2016, didn't they?
Yeah, but I don't know if they filled that up. That's the problem. I'll double check.
So,
not too
since
sure.
I got to bounce here real quick, I will tell you who I want to own the club, and from what I understand, from all the background noise and who's made the short list, my ideal owner would be Bowley. Of the ones that are announced and known, I think there's still somebody out there that we don't know about. They have said that maybe it's the former owner of the Clippers.
Oh, Ballmer.
And if
he's
it's
the
Ballmer,
he's the current owner.
He's the current
is he the current owner? He's the former CEO.
Yeah.
Excuse me, the former CEO.
Yeah.
I don't think he's on the board anymore. He still owns them. That dude's worth $96 billion.
Dude, he paid for the new. I read he paid for that new arena in cash.
Yeah.
That new one in England
So-
that they're building next to SoFi that they've built is something. Yeah, he listen. If he's invested, he will. If he's invested in it, he will invest. I don't know. It's just a rumor floated about.
Yeah.
But, you know.
But from all the bids that we know about, it would be Bowley for me. I think that his group, he has a winning track record with the clubs that he's involved with now. Yes, it's only a 20% ownership stake, but he is seen as the face
runner. Face of the.
He runs things.
Face that runs the place.
He owns 27% of the Dodgers and 20% of the Lakers.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, Father's
Fata
in.
just
Father's in.
hold a second. Fata just got erection.
Oh, no.
What happened?
Because he owns 20% of the Lakers, and he's a huge Lakers fan.
Fucking hell.
Hey, you'll get to see Russell Westbrook and Werner doing advert together.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
so if you guys like watch players, he'll bring us some of those.
Allow it, man. Allow it.
Fata, you can get the ultimate photo you've been wanting. Russell Westbrook one side, you in the middle, and Timo Werner. You can get that.
It's like the worst front three in sporting history.
We could call it Brick FC.
Yeah.
Westbrook's known to throw up some bricks.
Hey, Andrew, allow it. Ross play well for the past few games. Allow it, man. Allow it.
We could call it a shit sandwich. That's what we could call it.
Oh.
Watch Fata go off camera in the next 5 minutes.
Steve Ballmer in this team. No, not Steve Ballmer. Fucking Dippers fan. Can't stand him.
Oh, because he's a Clippers owner?
Yeah.
Fuck that, man. Ballhead.
Yeah, so one will bring you washed players and one will bring you injury-prone players. So it's just kind of pick your poison.
Good Lord.
All right, gentlemen. Y'all have a good day.
Destin's been good talking as always. Take care of yourself. Have a
good day. And I'm sorry if I rubbed people the wrong way. It wasn't meant to be that way.
Nah, Fata is about to rub himself the right way after hearing that.
All right, well, I'll believe on that.
Take care of yourself, bro. Shit. Right. There was a few other topics that came out yesterday, but I weren't too sure on the legitimacy on it. I saw Terry drop an article on Twitter talking about how Tuchel allegedly thinks Lukaku's overweight over the last few weeks. I'm just trying to find that. I don't know how legit it is, but I wanted to bounce off you guys.
There's no Just Eat or Deliver in Italy, okay?
Is it Lukaku New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Ziyech are in Brooklyn.
Lukaku and Ziyech last night.
Tuchel is reportedly unhappy with Lukaku's physical condition and pulled him into his office to ask him about his weight and lack of match sharpness. Now, I don't know the legitimacy of that. Like, match sharpness I could understand, but he's barely started. So I wouldn't be too shocked by that. In all
he was holding a Big Mac at the time, Lewis.
Double quarter pounder with cheese.
I feel like it's just speculation. But have you seen Lukaku look a bit bigger than at the start of the season?
Yeah,
he's weird.
Last night. I saw him last night in the next game. I was watching the basketball last night. Me and Andrew can vouch it. I literally saw him last night. He was very, very overweight.
I don't think he looks that different.
I don't know. He doesn't. When I see him come on, when I see him come on, he looks in good shape still. Like
he's just a big guy. Like he's just a big guy. Like, so I think when people see him, like they're like, "Oh man, he's not like he." I don't think he looked like a waif model in Inter Milan. He still looked like a big dude there too. But like the guy, I think it's just a bit of a little something extra to kind of throw salt in the wound. But hey, man, he's still your leading goal scorer. Like,
my God,
I don't know, man. I don't think he looks fat. I don't think he looks overweight.
I don't see it.
I think the reason why people say that is just because of his poor movement on the pitch, which I understand. He moves like he doesn't have a lot of stamina, and because of his size, people say that he looks bigger. But I haven't seen that much of a difference in Lukaku. The only difference is his output or the way that he's moving on the pitch as opposed to the first few games of the season. That's the only difference I've seen, but you don't look fat to me or anything like that.
I don't think so either.
I'll have a look now.
The guy has a six pack. If you have a six pack, you're probably not considered fat in any world that I live in.
Hazard's a fat fuck.
Oh, come on,
Why
Andrew, you bastard.
with the endless Hazard slot?
By the way, look.
If he smokes us in the quarterfinals, that's on your head.
That when he does come back, only
Jen, what did I tell you?
In 2 years,
what the fuck is this moron doing here?
You'll be crying, yeah.
When you say when, he ain't coming back. Come on.
Not you. Of course he is. Not you, Jem. Your neighbor.
No, I already spoke to you on Twitter. Why are you? Well, I don't get it. Well, you didn't get it right. You got 3 out of 4, and one of them you give 3 of them you guessed. So stop going on about fucking bullshit all the time. I ain't got time for you, Nathaniel.
I'm talking about Lukaku. I'm talking about the Lukaku.
Nathaniel said he had a private source. Then he named the private source. Then Jem knows the private source, reached out to the private source for then Nathaniel to get murdered when he said he was waffling.
Well, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm talking about the Lukaku news
Who
and
was
how it's
giving
not
the
nice that
private
people.
source? What private source on what?
We'll say backstage.
Sorry, I don't want to get in it. Honestly, this
Yeah. I shouldn't talk about Lukaku. I'm talking about Lukaku and the fake.
What have you told me about Lukaku now? Come on.
Fake story. No. Just a fake story that he's overweight. Tuchel says he's overweight. That's not true at all. Tuchel wouldn't do that.
Bye.
Bye.
No, you can't. Just eject him. Nope. Bye.
Oh my god, you just got bidded out, bruv.
Wow, strip even strip there.
Thank you, Strip Bear.
Even Strip Bear.
Thank you.
That Pedro's goal against United took more time than that. What the fuck?
No. We need to change rules. Lewis, let's change
Come on,
rules.
Lewis.
There is a fair substitution. Yeah, that's fucking mad. Oh my days. Right. Nathaniel, you
No
already
final
know the
points,
deal.
nothing,
My
just-
guy, as always, big up yourself. Free yourself up. All of that, and yeah, it's a bit of.
Is
a
this
peak.
what they do?
Wait.
Yeah,
That's
take care of yourself, my guy.
That's my
That
tour.
wasn't me.
That was my tour, man.
Nah, that's not better. That's strict.
I've been hearing.
But yeah,
I've been hearing for tours to change his name.
Take care of yourself, Nathaniel. My guy.
Yeah, hashtag no to Nathaniel.
Is this what your channel does, Lewis? They just bid to get rid of Nathaniel? What's
No,
that?
not for Nathaniel. I always tell the guys in the comments, if you ever want to kick someone out and you don't like their opinions, it's £100.
I was kicked by Strip Bear before.
And Nathaniel has been kicked out over 10 times.
Don't like Nathaniel.
I got kicked because I've said shit about Mount.
Oh my god, that's mad.
You got kicked?
Yeah, I got kicked before from the Strip Bear.
The big boot.
I don't have problem with that.
Yeah. That.
Maybe Strip Bear can.
I still stand by my words. I'm not. I like Mount, but I don't like him as like some minerals people do.
No one likes.
Speaking of which, check out Agenda FC tomorrow here on the channel, where we will be discussing Mason Mount's ceiling and also certain quotes with incoming minerals. So
it's going to be you and Johnny on the stream, and it's it.
If you want,
Johnny Flawless.
Or if you want to lose brain cells quicker, just smash your head into a wall. Just do that, then suffer that. That's what
if you're under 25 and your brain completely not developed, you should not join that stream. Because you will have dead brain cells at the end of the stream.
Or Alex, if you're experiencing feelings for like falling in love for the first time, listen to it and do the opposite of what that guy said.
That's
a dating advice.
Unless you want to hear that last night, Johnny versus Johnny last night. That was
mad. I saw it. I tried to be less on Twitter lately and less on everything, and I'm gonna cut out some anyway, but I heard people talking about the Johnny on Spaces. Like people are literally like I think he does worse for the Mount than Mount. Like how to explain it in English better?
Pressure wise and everything.
No.
Johnny
does actually by does what he does actually makes
hate on Mount. Yeah, forces hate on Mount.
Forces hate on Mount more than what he's actually been doing.
I went in for 5 minutes and I had a headache and I walked out. I was like, "Fuck this, man! I can't listen." Here it was. As soon as I heard Mason Mount,
that's the one. Cruyff. He keeps saying his next Cruyff and everything, but I don't. That's not even. That's not even the mad part. The mad part is he literally ruins people. Actually, not because they don't want to because he actually makes fans hate Mount because of Johnny, not because of Mount.
Johnny makes people that love Mount hate him.
I can't lie. Because of Johnny's agenda, I actually like Mount a bit more, to be honest, because I just find it funny.
I think
it's that's again. You have to just you have to just take it for what it is and laugh. Like that's how I've kind of viewed it now. It's like it's kind of just a comedy thing. Like I don't view Mason Mount any different than I.
Funny, like I don't get why people get triggered by it all the time.
It's fucking
funny,
man
put a tweet out a few months ago saying if Mason Mount was leading the Titanic, it would never have sunk. And I think, why are people getting triggered by that? It's fucking hilarious.
That's right.
Yeah, that's not what triggers me. That's not what triggers me with it.
No, what triggers you?
What
is when he
triggers
puts
me?
comments out about Eden Hazard, for example, saying that he's been more influential than Eden Hazard in 7 years.
Exactly, and then
on the Gender FC tomorrow.
it's not the comments that he make about Mount. It's how he's not allowed to be for other people to make the point, because when you're saying something and he's like, what's about to say? This is just the facts. For me, the biggest things about Johnny is he's saying he's shit and he's claiming that's a fact. Shut up, Pokudoku. I'm talking. Now, when he's saying that's a fact, based on what he's saying, it's not a fact. It's just him saying it's a fact. But it's not a fact. That's what pisses me off more about it. Because people, exactly. His opinion, it's not a fact.
Oh, look at that Christensen defending and Mount as well. Oh, that was brilliant.
Is he recovered from his
Maldini, let's go.
I've got those boots he's wearing.
Maldini's reach. Maldini's reach, isn't it, Lewis?
Sorry, one quick thing. Even when Mount is playing and you look, he does mistake, because of in the back of a head what people gonna say about him, that little mistake brings more criticism from me to Mount. Even though I know he's only 22, he's allowed to have those mistakes. But because some people putting him on such a big pedestal, you're not criticizing for what he is. You're criticizing him with a little bit extra because of the morons that run behind him.
The assist to Lukaku in the Middlesbrough game, that was a really, really pretty pass. The one to Ziyech, that's all Ziyech.
I'm not giving him that as an assist.
Yeah, that's 100% Z. That's 100% Ziyech. He literally just passed him the ball, and Ziyech did everything else. But the ball to Lukaku and the ball to Asby in the previous game, those are inch perfect balls.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. How many assists he got this season anyway? I don't even know.
I think he has 7.
13?
He's got. I think according to some people, he's got 45.
Yeah.
They count the assists he's supposed.
By the way, if you put Mount and then besides names like Hazard or Cruyff, or you automatically losing your credibility before even take a breath air after you finish. It's literally you're losing your argument in the middle of the conversation. The minute that you put name Mount
again,
and
every time,
and look and Kai Havertz, even I, as a youngster, who's the better prospect right now, Kai Havertz or Mount?
Mount.
Talent-wise, I'm gonna say Kai.
Kai Havertz.
Yeah, Havertz.
Kai Havertz, man.
He is, and now
see what I'm
he's
saying?
showing consistency. Form is really good.
But don't you freaking dare say that in front of Johnny. You will not feel the end of it.
No, I agree. For me, it's Havertz, but I will say, in fairness, it's much closer than I think people think it is. I mean, Mason Mount is a very good footballer. I don't want to get it twisted.
Hold on a second. Alan Odo, what that means? My brain is twerking in real time. What does that mean? Can somebody explain?
Your brain's twerking.
Yeah, it's twerking.
Yeah.
Tweaking.
I think he's calling you crazy.
Yes, tweaking.
Tweaking.
The thing is, Mason Mount is actually a really important player. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Do you know what the biggest problem with Mason Mount is that for the first 2 years that he came into the Chelsea squad, he set such high standards of himself because we were relying on him in games, and he did step up in moments where we were relying on him. This season, he's just not been the same. And the fact that I think where he sat the barometer so high for himself, every time he does, and he's out of form. I think he's out of form.
Is he set up for himself or the fan base?
Oh.
No, I'm saying I think his performance.
But Jamie's numbers are better this season.
His numbers are better, but his performances are not.
His numbers are better for the position he plays this season.
Yeah, and a lot of them are scoring
in advanced position that he plays right now. He does numbers have better.
Yeah,
but he actually less on what he was doing last season. He basically
played a number 10 against Middlesbrough, and I agree with you, Jim. Like, I think the previous like few weeks, his form hasn't been great. I will say, I think it's starting to pick up a bit. Last 2.5 games, maybe starting to pick up a little bit. And you're right. Again, I like Mason. I think I don't put a lot of additional pressure on him, like because of other people's standards of him. But I think when you watch us play, he is a kind of a key component to how we like to play.
He's a really important player for Chelsea team.
He's important, but what I'm saying is he's not as influential this year as he was the 2 years before.
That's fair. Scoring goal, I think goal wise, I think for sure.
Because can I come in real quick? You know, like what's his name? West Ham midfielder that Chelsea wants, the Rice. Right? Remember, everybody is saying like Rice progression in the specific areas every season becomes better and better in the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? Like the long passage that we wanted, that Tuchemani had, that offensiveness of Rice was better this season than last season. This is the progression of the football player. With each season, you do something better. But there's a big problem. If you step up and do something better, that doesn't mean that the previous things that you used to do good has to take a dip.
Yeah, Josh.
For example, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big up, guys.
So for me, Mount is doing better in offensive way, but he lack of ball holding and passage in the midfield when he was played deeper, a little bit deeper. That's the one that he's worsened this season. That he was really good last season. That's what the problem is. And progression is actually an offensive zone. It's actually better, but in the middle he lost it. What he had in the last season. So he technically progresses in one thing, but not doing too well like last season, this season. Another thing, now we're judging Mount not because of how old he is, because if you really think about it, he's 22 years old, right? He's not 23. He's not complete player. He's not complete player.
Nope.
But we're judging him as a complete player, 28.
I agree.
And the base on and the reason we're doing it is because of the fan base.
They set too high standards for him.
Just to quickly change,
when you compare him to like Iniesta and Xavi and all that, I'm looking for stuff like that. So when he's not producing, I'm like, what are you guys talking about? This kid is a young kid. So my criticism gets extra harsh because you compare him to Cruyff and Hazard.
Yeah, exactly.
Doing that. Johnny does that.
If anyone says that, just zone out, man. Just don't even address. Just anyone says that.
Wait, no,
I don't zone out. I just laugh
at
like
it's infectious though, because there's people
One sec,
who
guys.
actually start believing that, and it's not just Johnny.
Go on, Lewis.
just to say before we change subject, Miguel says, "Look, I'm a Mount fan, but I won't go that far. The only thing he has over Hazard is a better Champions League legacy, and that's it. Hazard was amazing. To me, that's just common sense normally. But I wanted to bring up CFC Daily's just said the Ricketts are flying to London to speak to Chelsea pitch owners and the Chelsea Supporters Trust, according to Sky Sports News. So they ain't giving up without a fight, and it's gonna be interesting to see how the Chelsea Supporters Trust deal with this and what they're going to be saying coming out of it, because we haven't heard anything from the Chelsea Supporters Trust.
By the way, when you hashtag no to Ricketts, you need to add Chelsea FC to it. Website.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like, how much of an influence do you think fan input could have on this?
Big.
You reckon big?
Do you think so?
I reckon very small percentage, but that's just me with it. Like,
let's say it that way. Let's say it that way. Let's say it that way. If you don't hear nothing from the fans, it will not help at all. Like, it will not even be cross their mind. But if you have, it doesn't. Let's say it's not influences, but it will. Like, let's say it will register in the back of a head. You know what I'm saying? Like.
It does, but it also needs, and the other thing it needs massively as well is it needs not only the fan base to air what they're saying, but the bigger Chelsea profiles, the media companies that, if you look, who are actually bringing out these comments in regards to the Ricketts family, like that needs to be addressed more. When you're in the page of the Athletic or you're on the Mail Sport, and on the back pages it's just about all the shit that the Ricketts have done since through their past. People are going to notice that, and especially Chelsea Football Club, especially the government. This is what I'm saying. We've got to push it all the way to the top, and people that have got bigger platforms have to use their platforms. That's why I see it.
Yeah.
I just don't like what I'm reading, that people like Supporters Trust are demanding a golden share from any new owner.
No,
I don't want fans involved on board level whatsoever.
I don't mind it to a degree. Like, there's a little bit of it,
the pitch owners thing has held this club back for the past 19 years. It was the worst deal, one of the worst deals we've ever been done. And they didn't think long-term vision of it.
It stopped Roman moving, didn't it? The stadium.
Exactly.
Really,
It stopped Stamford Bridge developing quicker than it needed to be. It stopped us moving because they own the name as well. I mean, it's like it's one of the. I just don't like this thing that people are demanding a golden share. Yeah, we should have a vote on the board. No, you didn't want to vote on the board before, so why do you want one now?
It was really close. It was really close vote, though.
My thing about that Ricketts thing, though, to go back on it, we have a strong Muslim supporting fan base. So you have these guys taking over. We're gonna lose a section of those, and that's money, that's ticket, that's jersey sales, that's going to games. Like, I feel like the fans do have a voice, but it's about us like working together to stop, like, make our voice heard.
Like I said, I'm not what Jesser brought me to attention. I did not research Ricketts family. I thought it was only grandpa, some old dude in the family said some stupid shit, and not like the current family that runs the business. I don't know the detail. The only reason we should stick to it and we should be mentioning it is the problem for Chelsea, for the Muslim community, and we should stand by them. If it's affect the Muslim community, that these owners could be part of Chelsea, we should stand beside them. Same thing that should be for anybody else that have problems with, because the way I understood, Ricketts family do not have actual business in Europe. The way I look, the only reason why they got to, they own a bunch of stuff in the United States. The European are more, how you say it, internationally. Chelsea is more international than Chicago Cubs, even though they call themselves.
It's more of a brand. It's more famous.
Exactly. It's not World Series with only one country in it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the World Series. So for me, they should literally stick to baseball. That's it.
For real. I think it would be so.
They're not even doing that good, are they?
For that.
I want Los Angeles. I want Los Angeles guy.
I think we have to prepare ourselves for.
I don't know much about him. Anybody?
I don't know much about him, but I heard his interview about
I think
how
the owner's definitely going to be American. I think that's what we have to tell us.
I think Todd Bowley's fine, but the thing with Todd Bowley is just he's just who he's put his consortiums with. That is it. If you took him and put him in where Nick Candy is with the South Korean backing, with all that billions of money, it would work perfectly. But when you've got an 87-year-old and you've got another big American-funded company behind you don't really know about, we don't really know who's going to have too much interest, and a Tottenham fan from London who's a part of it as well. I don't know.
He deleted his tweets.
You don't like Bowley?
I want, out of all of them, I'd rather have Bowley. If it's not Saudi, it'd be Bowley. I know people saying Nick Candy.
I heard the Saudi was not actually in it.
Supposedly they've not been pulled into.
Apparently, your countryman either. He just wanted for publicity.
Yeah, the wrong email address. The wrong email address.
He was all about the PR in money again.
Yeah. He was, but apparently there is still some kind of unknown owners. There's somebody that put actually over 3 billion bid, but nobody knows who. It's not known, and they still did not say who it is. You see what I'm saying?
It's the four. I think I know what you're talking about. That's the 4 Chelsea season ticket holders that have bought into it. They're all. I can't remember what companies they own. One of them owns an investment company in England, and the other 2. I can't remember. I need to find it. I've got an article in it, actually. I'll send it to Lewis, but it's quite interesting the stuff that they've done. They've actually been involved in Wembley Stadium buildings, and they're heavily.
It's not Jeff Bezos. It's not Jeff Bezos.
They're I need to get it up, but they've been selected for main reasons. The fact that they're not only are they Chelsea fans, which really helps. Don't get wrong from the emotional aspect, but they've got serious dough as well. Like they put a 3 billion bid down, according to Bloomberg, but we'll see.
Yeah, there's definitely somebody that outbeat everybody, but they don't know who.
I've got the article here. One second, let me find it.
Yeah, who Sentisius or Sentuous? Who's that? I saw that somebody posted too.
I think the guy's called Rumian Abramovici.
Oh,
so I don't know who that is.
Is he a Saudi guy?
Is
Yeah,
it
Romka.
Sweden or something, or Italy or something.
It's
like
a
that?
so wait.
It's the like changed the gender, and all of a sudden, the new bit became.
Yeah, it's a British consortium.
Then.
They're an oil tycoon. One of them was in oil tycoon. The other one was a banker, and the other two are in redevelopments and property and
Then
stuff.
they've got a couple.
Are you saying it's Centurio or whatever Centurious?
Was it?
I'll,
60 billion combined wealth or something like that. I think it was.
Yeah, I'll send it to Lewis anyway. You might.
There was a headline with all their faces in the row.
So Centurious is the one that you just mentioned, right, Jem?
Is it Centurious, the company they own? Let me just check. Yeah. Oh fuck's sake, where is it? Bob Finch. Robert Bob Finch is one of them.
No, the oil tycoon.
Centurious. Yeah, Nizar Al Bassam and Gareth Ritchie own Centurious. That's it. That's the investment company. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Asset management company. Yeah, I've just sent it to him now. There's a breakdown of who the four individuals are. They're all Chelsea season ticket holders, but what they do.
Oh, I see. Now, yeah, that could be a big actually if I English consultant. It will be easiest way.
Yeah, that's me as well. I'm putting a little bit into it. Big up the season ticket holders. Let's go. Don't worry, man. I've got the best interests of Chelsea Football Club at heart. First thing at hand, of course, we'll be re-signing the Danish Maldini, but we will be getting on Saturday.
No, it bloody won't. It'll be
yes, it bloody will.
No, it won't. Be signing two.
I'm going to be the owner, motherfucker.
No, it won't,
my
man.
rules.
If you're the owner, I vote you out already. No confidence.
By the way, if the golden ticket, if the golden ticket is true, if the golden ticket is true,
Jem can still go, even if he has a Pui agenda.
What about the golden golden share? What is it?
Huh? Jem and I will start a consortium to take you out, Lewis. That's what we'll do. We're not doing that. We'll send you.
Well, you're gonna have to put up like you never been before.
The Mount Rushmore. The Mount Rushmore.
Look, what about that golden share thing? What does that mean?
That means they want people like to have voting rights on the board, stuff like that. For me, it's a big mistake. I don't think it works. I don't want fans really
involved in transfers and that. It makes no sense, does it? You employ a businessman at the football club to do that work. You don't have fans involved in that. Because
I will make the club run like on the tippy toes if I'm going to be a share.
It's not that, Alex, right? Imagine if that selective fan that's been brought forward to go and be a part of the board is like a Rory Jennings, for example.
Fuck no.
No, but I'm just giving you an example. You see how many differences there is with the fan base and split
I'm
opinions.
the most neutral fan you can ever find. Yeah. So say yes to Alex as a golden. I want to trend it.
For example,
I will be the most neutral fan ever.
For example, we had in the time we sacked Lampard and we got Tuchel. Ended up being one of the best decisions we ever made. This Nick Candy's guy is saying Lampard went too soon. But it's just like decisions like that are the best for the club.
But
it was perfect. It was in perfect time where we needed Tuchel and we end up winning Champions League. And we got somebody who's gonna last for. It's because it's not on emotion. It's all about the best interest of the club.
Alex,
we get fans. They'll be emotion driven.
Let me put this to you, Alex. If you had real Chris and Fatter on this board, they'd give Werner a new 5-year contract. Do you want that?
Don't need to.
Yeah, but they don't have the ones. I'm talking about me.
He's here till what, 24, isn't he?
You'd sign Jorginho. It's all part of your Machiavellian plan. You'd re-sign Jorginho for 5 years.
Oh yeah, 100%. What do you mean? Why is that a bad idea?
For the golden share.
For another 5 years. Oh, that's amazing.
Let's make it trended. Alex for the golden share. I'll run that bitch on the tippy toes.
Alex, we will sell Jorginho though. We need him.
The first thing I'd do, Andrew.
Well, if he will, no. If he will sign 1 year extension, I will give him a contract. Over 30 does not change.
Alex should be on the board.
I will give him an extra year like everybody else.
Imagine
I'll give
German
Thiago
losing the
Silva
ball.
3 years, mate. That's what I'll do.
Imagine German losing the
what?
ball.
I'll give
Yeah,
Thiago
give
Silva
Thiago.
3 years.
I'll give
Imagine-
Thiago Silva. I'll give Thiago Silva the coaching role after he retires.
Yeah, for
I
real.
would,
It's like
I
he's
would,
gonna be
I
excellent
would
coach.
freeze. I would build a cryogenic freezer and freeze Thiago Silva during the summer months, so that he get his
You
career.
see, that's why
Silva does that after every game anyway. That's why he's still at this level.
No.
And I'll
You
get rid
know
of Ross
that
Barkley and Alonso.
the new diet,
Van
that he's
Barkley,
doing it.
Van
It's actually
Barkley.
does it.
Get Lukaku on it.
I thought it was his post-match recovery because I remember doing my research into him when he was joining, and he apparently looks after his body with the same level of preparation that Ronaldo does, which is why he's still able to play at this level.
Well, that thing, the chamber room, the ones
cryotherapy, I think it's called.
Yeah. That thing is amazing, man. That thing is amazing.
I'd like to invest in that in my 30s.
Yeah. Good luck with that. That shit. You're gonna need a lot of Nathaniels to be cancelled to buy this.
Might have to reset the link.
You know, the most actual contact sport is actually hockey more than NFL, and the hockey players
beat each other up.
We have to stand there and let it happen.
Yeah,
just punch each other up until they fall on the floor, isn't it? When they stop it, when they know to stop, is it just when they knock them on the floor?
Yeah, when they go on the floor.
No. There is a legality how to. They actually made it a little bit more pussy contest now, like with all the rules that we try to imply. Back in the days, it used to be really, really good, but now you're supposed to it pisses me off even in hockey the way we're changing rules like NFL. Anyway, so what I was trying to say, make Alex for golden share. I will freaking run and I will literally defraud this no to Alex guy. You will not be allowed to watch or go to the games. You will be.
How are you gonna work? How is that gonna work?
I will find a way. I will find a way.
Yeah, you can't find nothing.
Don't tempt me.
Tempt away. Yeah.
Is there any other news from the last few days?
No to Lewis as well with his Christensen.
Probably Lukaku is with Rudiger.
What do you mean, bro?
Is a proper defender. He's 25 years old. He can get the contract extended.
He's getting a 6-year deal at 200K a week.
Look at
Daniel Maldini.
But if he wants,
he's injured every game.
If he wants, well, we will get that
room
then
we
for
need
him.
to sack the medical team and get better ones.
What about you sack him?
He's the only one that gets sick.
If he wants too much money, he will sit the boot in his ass like the rest of him.
Give him 300K.
He will end up being injured again.
Yeah. He's asking for
There's
something
no
stupid
way.
like 800K
There's
a
no
week.
way
Fair enough.
Christensen will get the 200K out of my club at all. It's 150, 170.
Then he's leaving. Then he's leaving. He chose.
If he's leaving, he's leaving. But I tell you what, I watched your boy Kunde, and he better.
You can say what you like about Kunde. Wait till he kicks the ball for Chelsea under Tuchel. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Let's wait.
See what you like.
He
ain't even going to be coming to Chelsea at this rate because the Ricketts is going to be owning us, which means we're going to buy some stupid off players.
Yeah.
We're going downhill. We'll be in the Tottenham ages. Fucking hell, man.
Well, we'll see because technically nobody can re-sign a contract or get for sale until we get a new owner. So,
So hopefully they get in soon, and hopefully the owners re-sign.
well,
everybody.
no, they can go for free though. They can go for free because that's a contract.
If we get them in soon, though, they might be able to re-sign a few of them.
Yeah, because technically,
Rudiger, that's the most important one. You got to sort that one out first.
Well, he's not staying because they don't have a time to do it.
Was there rumors of Rudiger speaking to Juventus?
Rudiger speaking to Juventus. Yeah.
What's he going to do there? Come on, use your brains. He's not going to Juventus.
Win Serie A.
What's he going to do there?
Win the Serie A.
They might be blooming demoted at some point with everything going on with him.
Oh yeah.
What's happening with Juve?
Oh yeah, the same one happened before. Yeah.
Potential match fixing again.
There's some match fixing. What's he going to do there? They're losing all their
Do
players.
you think they'll learn if they done it again? You think they'll learn?
And if he goes Barcelona, he's just going to run around. Not Barcelona. I'm talking about blooming Christensen, isn't it?
By the way,
rent-free this guy is in your head, man.
Yeah, Barcelona is doing good.
They are.
Yeah, Barcelona's doing amazing. They don't need anyone.
Wait till Christensen goes in there. Fucking lose every game. What's the point?
Are you crazy? If he goes in there, they're going to win the Champions League in their first season. I don't want to watch that. They're
Listen,
already
if
rebuilding.
we come up against him in the Champions League,
look at
I'm just going to tell Romelu Lukaku to just run into him. Anyway,
look, when
you
look at this, yeah, boy, Kundi is the world class. That's
Who
what
said
you
what?
get, man.
Yeah,
How
boy.
old-
Yeah, boy.
Let's
Yeah,
let's
boy.
make
That's
let's
world
make a
class.
Price is Right on his age. How old do you think that little boy is?
Who Kunde?
He's yeah, boy.
No,
He's yeah, boy.
the yeah boy guy.
Oh.
Well done, yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
I'm gonna guess 15.
He's a world class, man. He's a world class.
Finde's not world class yet. No.
He's not world class yet. No.
Christensen is world class technically.
You're saying that was smiling.
Technically,
He's nowhere near it. He's not even. He can't even scrape the
Nah,
bag.
Just saying
it, just,
He's a very high
Lewis, that's when our worlds separate.
Come on, man. Andrea Cinderella. We already told you.
Exactly, Cinderella. Always fucking
only
is
world
it?
class centre
No,
back we
because
have.
Thiago Silva's boots fit like a glove. And you don't
Exactly.
think
Glass
so?
boots, glass
That's
feet,
what I
glass
told you,
face,
bruv.
glass body,
Oh.
glass everything.
Fata is
Big
shit
glass-
stirring. You fell for it. Shatter.
Yeah.
He's shit stirring. He's laughing
He
when
smiled.
he said it. That's right. Yeah, he
I'm not
smiled
smiling.
when he said it. He's shit stirring.
I'm just saying, but
Yeah.
Lift your head up, bro.
Fatar's just happy because Ferrari are going to win the F1.
I'm just saying,
No, he's still over there excited about and
Leclerc.
that the Bolly owns Lakers too. So technically, if he gets Chelsea, he's gonna be owned by. He just finished by literally when I finished the sentence, he already just had orgasm and finished at the end of my sentence.
Why does he not want Bowley? Is that like him?
No, he wants Bolly because
He does.
he owns Lakers.
Oh, he supports Lakers. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
He owns part
don't
of
want
the Lakers.
So
He also owns
technically-
Ferrari as well. Fatar. He owns a bit of that. You'll be all right.
That's
Everything
the
linked
worst.
to you.
talking.
nah, I'll give me some Arab, man. I want some Arab money.
We ain't getting no errors at this rate, man. Unless they're doing Saint in the Darks. I don't know what's
Well,
going on.
they do normally say it's normally quiet, when they're doing all that stuff. But
We're either getting Bowley or Candy. Candy Crush.
yeah, let's get the Candy Man in.
No way, man. No. He's
Or
he's
Ricketts.
eliminated.
Nah,
That's what he
nah.
said about Lampard not going soon enough. He's eliminated. That's what he is.
Yeah, but then again, he might not sack Tuchel
When
like
did
in a
he
long
say
time
that?
either.
When did he say that?
I don't know.
First year of Lampard or second year?
Someone
or
said
when?
it.
No, he said Lampard shouldn't have been sacked. He went too early.
Yeah, a lot of people said that though, didn't they?
A lot of Chelsea fans at that time, did say it.
Yeah, I didn't want Lampard in the first place. Would
Hello,
you ask him?
understood.
Would you give Lampard the job in the first place?
Yeah, that's
It was the right decision, though. It was the
Yeah,
right
so,
decision.
yeah.
At the time, yeah.
It wasn't.
At the time, it was.
No, it
When
wasn't.
we was transfer banned and everything, it was the right
Yeah,
decision.
I wanted Emma Hayes. I'm not joking.
Emma Hayes.
Yep, I want Emma Hayes before Lampard. She knows the club. She's a better tactician than Lampard.
No, she's a better manager. I
for
agree.
fuck's sake, I can't be bothered.
Lukaku Prime. Why have you got what is that? Your
Pants.
trousers
Why
on
do
your-
you got pants
your
trousers on
trousers
your
on
head?
your head?
He literally put the pen.
You got your trousers on your head, you did.
What about Eva, Fraser? What about Eva? You just want to see hot doctor.
Eva, we'll get Eva back. That's a good idea, actually. Eva, it's no problem.
Don't do that phrase. You'll get one of those. One of those checks. That's what you'll get.
That's what I want Astrid as blimmin' negotiator, chief negotiator.
Oh, dear.
probably.
Yeah. Allow it.
Next
allow it.
Marina, next
Moving on.
Marina.
All right, she'll bend over backwards.
Hey,
Yeah.
Prime, say it out
You
loud,
should-
man.
You should
stop
invest in
waffling,
the
Prime.
Wi-Fi, not the
Wallahi, Prime.
pants on your head.
Miguel says Alex, no manager was coming to Chelsea during the transfer ban. In my opinion, he was our Ranieri, bringing in guys like Chilwell, Reece, and Mount. Bit of a fair
Yeah, he's
analogy.
a baller.
But he set
That's
up
why
the team
Chilwell was
going
the
to Thomas
summer
Tuchel to
after.
take over.
Chilwell
I hear
was
what
the
you're
summer
saying.
Exactly. Like
No, but
And he hardly played Reece in the first season.
Well,
We
Reece
talked
the
was
first
injured.
season, yeah, but
Reece
he was
injured first
he
season.
was easing them in. He was easing
was
Reece in
injured.
there.
And he was injured.
And
He
Reece
got
did get injured that season as well. Now, but yeah, Jamie, you're right.
He
Yeah.
abandoned the youth project in January. That's where he saw like Aspilicueta come
He brought
back.
Tamori with
Giroud-
him, didn't even play him.
Giroud come back, yeah.
Okay, yeah, Tomori, yeah, he barely used that.
Tomori was his player of the season at Derby, and he
didn't even play him once. Yeah.
Well, he played him a few times, Champions League, couple of Premier League games, and he came on for AC.
Chris, just accept he hardly played him. Don't.
No, I agree. He did hardly play. And he got rid of him to I don't know, Italian team. I forgot now.
AC Milan.
AC Milan, that's it.
Danish
no, but like I don't know, like we had our best ever transfer in a long time under Lampard. It's kind of weird. It's under.
No, we had no. We had our.
That was one of our best transfers of all time.
No, in a long time.
Transfer window, not our best.
Prime, why are you smiling, man?
Our best.
Why you have two different headphones?
Man's got the OG KSI rate face on. What's happening, bro?
And he has two different.
You don't remember that from back in the day? You don't remember KSI's facial expressions back in the day?
I'm laughing.
Yeah, at least Jem got it. All right, good.
Prime, are you in the meeting?
That was a good comparison.
I didn't expect to hear that.
Yeah, it's a mad throwback, but yeah.
It is a mad throwback.
Hey, what's up, Jamie? Long time. Man said Dennis Bramble, that's a bit of
Who are you talking to?
My guy Jamie.
Always
trying to bait me up, bro. Taking the piss.
Attention seekers.
Yeah, man, what's wrong with you, bro? Hop on into the stream and chat your noise, bro. Or forever hold your peace. What was the other stuff? There was rumors about Dybala to Chelsea potentially because he's meant to be leaving on a free. I don't know what you guys are thinking about that.
This thing of how Felix as well. Felix, Dybala. What is wrong with these Chelsea fans?
I wouldn't mind Dybala free.
Have you seen these type of players already at Chelsea? Because I have. I don't need
Felix is similar to Havertz.
Dybala.
Why do we need him then?
Yeah, but they want him to lead the line. What are you going to do? What is Dybala and Felix going to do against Burnley?
He's not playing.
I mean, well, Havertz did get 2 goals.
I don't get it. Felix. Have you seen Felix? He's a baller.
To be fair, Jamie, Lewis been to 3
I'll
games in
take
a row.
Felix though.
What you're taking for over 100 million?
Huh?
You're paying over 100 million for him?
No, I'll trade him for Werner.
Yeah, because that's realistic.
Hi, Cam. It's good to see you here, bro. It's great to see you on the 8th anniversary of you lot getting packed 6-0 at the bridge. Big up yourself, bro. Hope you're having a good day, my G. What's
it with Arsenal fans so interested in our owners? They're so weird, Arsenal fans, aren't they? They're weird. They're always so singing Thomas Tuchel.
Happy 8-year anniversary, my guy.
We was their nightmare number. Like, when we came in, we was their nightmare.
Yeah, happy.
Here's the funny part about Arsenal and
pathetic.
They really think that we're gonna be like the Chelsea is gonna be in the mud. You know what I'm saying? Like after this,
Jamie.
No matter who comes, we still club debt free with one of the best. We are debt free club with one of the best teams
academy
already. Academy with one of the best coaches in the world available is already.
Women's team.
We always and a women's team. We always think we need not much investment technically. We need the stadium, and that's it. That's how you should look at it, all Arsenal fans. If we build the stadium bigger than yours, we will be less in debt after the stadium than you are still.
Yeah,
Jamie.
Hold that.
Jamie as well. Like you have the Champions League winners as your cover, but you weren't there for that either. So hold that, dickhead.
Oh,
we both missed big games, but big up yourself anyway. Cam, of course we celebrate that. You guys would if you lot thrashed a big team, but you usually lose to them.
No, you're trying to lower our standards, Cam.
It is what it is.
Trying to do. We've got standards, mate.
Like we celebrated Baku Day for like 2 years, but then we upgraded and won the Champions League on its 2nd anniversary.
Cam, your guy standards is to copy our blimmin' songs, mate. That's what your Arsenal fan standards are.
Look.
Don't forget Tottenham get battered.
They playing once a week matches. We playing literally in every front, and we reached pretty much every finals and every play out in the competitions. They play once a week. What are they gonna do in the summer? Do you expect the Gunners to buy same like how much Arsenal will spend this summer? Let's say 150, and that 150 will improve the squad to play on every front. Because United is going in the summer. Biggest threat is going to be Newcastle in the summer. Newcastle is going to buy players, big players. So for Arsenal to be so optimistic, you will be in the same top 4 fight next season. I promise you.
Yeah, they're not challenging. No way.
They're not challenge anybody.
If they think that, they're crazy.
Arsenal.
Apparently to a gal, they're challenging for on all fronts next year.
I know. And let the gal challenge. The funny part is, what do you expect if you will not? I agree. Arsenal is playing really well. Once a week, they're playing really, really well. You playing once a week. Next season, Man City is not standing still. They're gonna be in the top 4. Chelsea is gonna be in top 4. Liverpool is gonna be in the top 4. Newcastle is gonna be challenging close to top 4, so they will be a top 6.
Oh shit, Cam's in here. Yes, bro.
Hey, listen, yeah. I don't know why you man started attacking me. All I said was so much for Saudis, yeah. I wasn't dissing you, man, yeah. But is it that bad? Like, do we live in your heads that much that you have to attack me like that? All I said was one thing, bro.
You got it the wrong way round. You lot.
No. You got it the wrong. You lot got it the wrong way round because you lot started saying 6-0 and Baku Day and bro. All I said was so much for Saudis. Fucking hell.
Right, we're just
didn't know that. I didn't like before Watershed. Sorry. Effing hell. Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't know it was that deep with you Chelsea fans. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I just commented. You'll be back in 2 years, bro. You're not really going anywhere. You'll be back in 2 years, bro. It's nothing, bro. But you want to attack me like that? Bro, I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry.
Always the victim. It's never your fault. It's never your fault.
Hold on a second.
It's never my fault. What are you talking about? That wasn't even my fault, bro.
What do you mean we're gonna be back in 2 years? What do you mean? What does that mean? So we're gonna disappear for 2 years and come back?
No. As in, I've always said it. Yeah, I've always said it. To be honest with you, yeah. When it was announced that day where he had to sell, in it, yeah, and everyone was on Chelsea's backs, laughing in it. Obviously, I was joining in, but that was just for agenda sakes, innit? The next day, I was saying, to be honest with you, whoever takes over Chelsea, I don't think it's as deep, even as Chelsea fans is making it out. Do you know what I mean? Because I generally think Chelsea will drop off just a little bit, not like to the point where you're going to be like 15th, 6th, not like that. Like you'll probably drop off just a little bit, still make it like you'll be like how Man United and Arsenal and Tottenham are right now, fighting for that top 4 space for maybe like 2 years, in my opinion. And then I believe once that first sort of 2 years is settled in, you got your obviously new guy up there, whoever it is.
So let me ask you then. Why would we drop? Why would we be dropping out of race next season if we not changing anything? Like, what are you talking about? We still have the same manager, pretty much the whole same squad.
No, I'm saying no, because bro, I do you know what it is? Yeah, the way I see it, yeah, like when there's a major.
Hold on a second. My question is, what's the reason we're gonna be in the 7 or 6 position next season?
No, I'm not saying you're going to be finishing 7th or 6th. I'm just saying you're going to be fighting for like top 4.
Yeah. What's the reason?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for example, what I'm saying is because I put it this way, yeah. If you go into next season, I'm not saying you're going to have a bad season. I'm just saying, say if you go into next season, yeah, and you have you go on a 10 to 12 mad bad run, like you're not winning anything. You're getting mainly draws or losses. Yeah, under Roman Abramovich, when he sees it starts to go down, he quick changes. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe Tuchel's not for now. Maybe he's run his little cause. I'm gonna have to change. And I'm not saying that's going to be the case, but I'm just saying if that was the case, the new owners, I don't think they will have that same. I'm not like I said. I'm not saying Chelsea are going to go on that bad run.
Yeah, I still.
You probably won't, but you probably. I'm going on right now. I'm only speaking on hypotheticals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I understand.
So I can't really.
Basically, you guys are hoping that we become the new Arsenal and Tottenham.
No. The thing is, even if you become the new Arsenal, Man United, yeah, you won't be there for long. Literally, like I said, I think after it's all settled with the new owners, I generally think the new owners will take responsibility, whoever it is, and actually.
Forgetting the new owners for a second, putting it aside, whoever we do get, they're going to be rich fuckers. It's just dependent on how they spend their money and if they're going to, financially keep us at the high point. I think they will on the short term basis, but in the long term instance is what we're waiting to see. But what I'm trying to get to is that nothing really changed from our perspective. To say that we're going to drop, hence why I disagree, is that Thomas Tuchel's still there. We've still got the same players.
That's my point.
We've got young players that are now going to become more experienced each and every year, like the Havertz's, like Alex, go, because I've got to answer the phone. Go on, go.
Yeah. What, you still didn't answer my question. What's the reason we are going to be dropped?
No, like I said, but no, I'm not saying you are. I said in my opinion, the way I feel like you're going to drop will be because of what's going on in the summer, because it all depends. Like obviously, it all depends who you bring in as well. And
I think it's what you want to happen, bro.
No, it's not even. I think it was, even if I do want it to happen, I already said it. If I want it to happen, I want it to happen for life. Do you know what I mean? Not just for 2 years. Like I said, I think even if it's just going to take a year, I think you're going to have 1 or 2 seasons where I just feel the owners. For some reason, I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm only speaking on hypotheticals. I'm only speaking on my own opinion. Yeah, but depending on who the owners are, so say if you get an American owner, will they be like, do you know what? We're not going to go down that same route as Arsenal. We're not going to go down that same route as United and Liverpool. We'll spend. We'll fucking spend. You know, I'm sorry. We'll effing spend. I said already, but yeah, we'll spend. But if you end up getting American owners, you already know what American owners do. Do you know what I mean? They don't really care about the football itself. They just care about the brand and by making the brand bigger. So if that was to happen, you like right now, do you think you're gonna go on and win the league with Lukaku next year? And Timo Werner?
I'm on the version.
Well, we don't know how Lukaku can start performing next season. It's the first season.
No. Do you know what it is? Yeah, when I already said it, when you brought Lukaku in last season, I had already put my 10. Bro, I'm pissed off because I ripped up the bet in it. Yeah, I had put my £10 on Chelsea winning the league. I generally thought Lukaku was gonna bang for you, man.
No, but you gotta understand what happened to us, bro. We're like those injuries and coronavirus. It's not just mainly because we dropped off. There's factors that play.
Yeah. No. I know there's other factors. Of why Chelsea dropped.
Since that interview, we started really dropping off.
We're still with all what's going on with with our own set. We're still the third best team in the Premier League with manager and current players, proper players.
Yeah, no, I'm not denying that, bro. I'm not denying that. What I'm saying is, when it comes to the summer, yeah, depending on who your owners are, like with this current squad you've got, yeah, we can see we all thought it was good enough, innit? Yeah, and I'm not saying it's not good enough. I'm not saying it is not good enough. Do you know what I mean? I mean, above your squad's mad right now. If you look at if you just look on paper, the names you've got in your squad alone, on paper, yeah. Bro, you got a title challenging squad there. There's no doubt about it. But I feel like some players aren't performing under this Tuchel. Maybe they just can't perform under this Tuchel system. So that's what I'm saying. It depends who you bring in as an owner. Are they gonna go? Like I said, say if it's an American owner, maybe it might be that Prime's worst enemy. What's his name? The English guy, the Candy guy. Yeah, but who's not to say he's not going to come in, yeah, and not actually spend?
Yeah, they will.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Prime's like, oh, if he comes in, that's it. We're done. We're done as a club. Just don't even think about Chelsea FC. Like, that's the way Prime's go. But I'm thinking what if he comes in? He's a Chelsea fan. What if he comes in, yeah, and says, do you know what? I'm willing to risk all these debts on my name. As long as it don't affect the club, I'm willing to risk all, because he's got that backing from who is it? He just came.
The Korean lady. The Korean lady on about.
Is something? I don't know if it's right, but I saw a little report of was it like 500 billion or something?
800 billion. So it's North Korea.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So 800 billion. What is if you're saying, yeah, I'm not being funny, yeah. If you're saying me, yeah, I'm nearly a trillionaire, yeah. A billion is nothing to me. It's like me handing out a £5. Here, just take £5. You don't even need to pay me back. You know, like that. That's what it is. Yeah. So who's not to say that he won't come in and be like, listen, if you want Chelsea to be as top as they were before, like how basically Roman was, we need to spend, and we won't be spending. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're not going to. I'm not saying you're not going to. But
the only reason they're going to spend, Cam, and I'll tell you why, is because they're going to. How do you get the fan base on side short term? You spend money and you try and you show that you're back in the football club, and that's why.
Yeah, but Kroenke's didn't do that at Arsenal, bro, and Glazers didn't really do that at Man United. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but if we're being real, Man United have been Glazers out since 05 times, though. They wanted Glazers gone.
Glazers still spend money though, but they still like take obviously profits.
They're going to back Thomas Tuchel, I think personally. But
no, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not saying they're not going to. But what's to say if it's not an American owner that comes in, yeah, and says I'm gonna try and make Chelsea a brand now, like a brand.
Yeah, but that can happen, but that won't happen straight. We won't know that straight away, and that's like, even if we do fall off, well, you ain't going to see that for a good couple of years. That's going to take, like I keep saying, that's the long term side of it. That's not the short term element. So
I feel like I'm not disagreeing with you. I just feel like it's going to be the opposite. I feel like I already feel like if you do drop off, it's only going to be like a year or two. It won't be, and it won't be. And it's not like it's going to be a major. It's not like it's going to be a major drop off. Like, where Chelsea gone? You'll still be fighting. You'll probably end up still getting top four.
Even if
you know what I'm saying? But
that's
still good enough.
What is your reason? Why are you saying we drop off? Like, what is your actual facts of the drop off?
Oh, just the fact that the players you got right now, yeah, who aren't performing, will you get them sold? And I know there's obviously rumors going about as well that I don't know if it's true. Obviously, you might know more. Rudiger might be leaving. Thiago Silva, is he not retired? Well, is he not in his last?
I think Thiago's, yeah.
Has he got another year? Has he got another year? I didn't know.
It's going to be Aspie, AC, and Rudiger who could be all out.
Yeah, we need to
But the thing is, we get.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And what I'm saying are the new, like, I'm not like, if the new owners come in and say, do you know what? Cool. We'll spend the 100 mil or whatever. I'm not saying 100 mil, but, you know, we'll spend the 75, 80 mil to get this player, like whoever the top defender is, so we can cover ourselves. And whatever I said in it, I'll be like, all right, maybe Chelsea will actually still be there. Yeah, until this whole thing's blown over, everything's running smoothly at Chelsea again, which won't be running smoothly for another, like I said, like year or two. Do you know what I mean? Like proper smoothly anyway, like where you don't have to worry about nothing anymore. Like,
but the thing is, we have a manager where if he could work extremely well under chaos, because we're not doing bad right now.
No, I rate Tuchel. I rate Tuchel highly.
So imagine we get an owner and we have back stability, then
that's what I'm saying. But if what I'm saying is, say if the new owner comes in, say if it's like I said, one of these American owners, yeah, and then you end up only buying. Like I'm only using a bait name in it. Don't bite my head off. I'm not saying you're linked to him. I haven't seen any links. I'm just using a bait name right now in it. Yeah. But say if you end up like going for Holding at Arsenal, do you know what I'm saying? It's like you'll be like, whoa, what the fuck? Nah, but what? Nah, he's not gonna improve us.
But that's the thing with the manager. The thing is, we have. Like our club, as much as on paper you think we're that great of a team, he set it up in such a way where it's hard to beat us, and it covers our weaknesses and it glorifies it. Like it gets the best of what we have. So that's why we're a hard team to beat, and we grind out wins because the way he sets it up. So even if you give him like a mediocre player or someone who can do a job, Tuchel's at that level where he can set his team up to continue winning. We have we have a generational manager. Like we have one of the best managers in the world, and he's only getting better. So it's like, that's the one thing I would say I wouldn't see us dropping off because we have Thomas Tuchel.
I mean, no, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying. Like I said, this is just my own personal opinion.
It's not a problem because you're an Arsenal. But you're an Arsenal fan. I've seen Man United fans do it. I've seen Spurs fans do it. What you're all doing is thinking of what could possibly happen, which is the worst, which is maybe not what we're doing specifically.
But that's the thing. I don't actually think the worst is going to happen with Chelsea. I don't. Like I said, I actually don't think Chelsea are gonna drop off as everyone made out to be when it first came out.
I don't think we will personally. But
No, like I said, I don't think you will, because if you figure, right, if that was to happen, yeah, that would shock everyone. If we're being real, like every fan in the world would be shocked. Like if we're actually being real, yeah, if Chelsea was just a drop off like a mad thing, yeah, we're talking about 2-time UCL winners right here, yeah. We're talking about like, you know, World Cup club winners. Like if they was just a madly drop off out of the blue, yeah, then yeah, cool. Then we're talking different. Like I understand, but it's not. I'm not saying that's gonna happen. I don't think that will happen. I don't even think you're gonna come close to that. When I'm talking about drop off, I'm just talking about from title challenges just to fight for top 4. That's my drop. So it's not a major drop off. It's just I don't feel like you're gonna be challenging for the title, as I thought you would be this year anyway. Like, I don't think you'll be challenging for the title, but you'll still be there in the top 4. Like
we was first to December the 1st, and we got smashed by injuries and COVID, and we was asked to.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. Obviously, COVID and injuries had their part to play in it. Yeah. So and if we're being real, Lukaku has not banged for you, man. As well. Shit. He's not banged for you, man. Like if he was to bang for you, man, right now, yeah, like he did at Inter, like man will be on like 15 goals by now. 15. You know what I'm saying? Like he's flopped for you, man. Like even Timo Werner, like you brought him in because Timo Werner flopped the year before, and Lukaku's flopped you this year.
We saw that we really didn't.
He still helped us last season, though,
because we still maintained top without him.
Yeah, no. You maintain it because you had look. I remember when I first came on these YouTube things, yeah, and I was like and out of a lot of Chelsea fans as well, I was the only fan that rated Mount. When he was under Frank Lampard, I was the only man. I was literally the only man that rated Mount. Oh, I didn't know he's gone. My bad, Jim. I was the only one. Everyone's like, nah, Mount shit. Even Chelsea, nah, we don't want Mount. Nah, get Mount. Nah, he's just Frank Lampard's son. Rah, rah, rah. I remember it all, bruv. Yeah, and I'm like, bruv, Mount's your best player right now. He's not your best, but he's your most consistent player right now. Yeah, he's your most consistent player, yeah. Everyone was biting my head off. Now look at Mount. He's proven everyone like, yo, this guy is talent, bruv. Like, I've always thought Mount was talent. I always saw it, like when I first saw him play for Chelsea under Frank Lampard, I was like, yo, this kid's hard. Like, yo, this kid's gonna be wavy like when he's older. Providing he doesn't get any mad injuries, hopefully not. Like I don't wish injuries upon anyone. Yeah. If it's just them little knocks and stuff, then that's different. But I think I've always said it. I think Mount's gonna have a mad career at Chelsea. I think his career is gonna be better than most at Chelsea so far.
Wait,
that's just in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? But I remember like I said, like you've had like players like Mount, you've had players like Ziyech. I don't know how you say it. Like, I hope I didn't say that wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Don't bang my head on it.
I say Ziyech, so.
Because you've had players that bang goals for you. You know what I mean? From mainly your wingers and your midfield. You know what I mean? But your strikers are just not really bang for you.
I think Lukaku's still a top scorer, actually. I think he's got 12 goals in all comps.
Oh, it's Mason Mount. It's Mason Mount.
No, it's not. Mason Mount's got 8 goals all competitions.
Yes, it is.
Mason Mount's got 8 goals all competitions. No, he's not.
No, we're talking about Premier League.
Oh,
yeah, I'll just talk about Premier League. I'm not really talking like if you're gonna bring all competitions, then
FA Cups don't matter, I guess.
No, I'm not saying they don't matter. I'm not saying they don't matter. I'm just talking based on the Premier League right now, with it. Because you know, cup competitions are different, man. Anyone can win a cup competition. Do you know what I mean? And that's not disrespecting. And that's not actually disrespecting anyone like Chelsea or anything like that. It's like anyone can on their day can win a cup competition on their year and on their day in the final. Anyone can win it, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Anyone but Arsenal. Anyone but Arsenal.
Well, we beat you 2 years in the 2 years ago in the final. So let's not go there. Anyone but Tottenham. Respect. Why are you dissing me? We beat you 2 years ago in the final.
You know who I think will be our top scorer in the Premier League?
There's a big news at Chelsea camp right now.
Reece James will be our top scorer.
There's a big news came out of Chelsea. It says Director of Football Operation at Chelsea, David Bornard, has been promoted to the club board. Everybody satisfied with the big news?
With who?
Wait, director of football.
Yeah, somebody from the doctor, one of the head doctors, be promoted to the board.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Doctors.
That's
So who
what
do you like apart from Saudis aside, yeah? I got a question for you, Chelsea, man, innit?
I don't think Saudis are gonna be
no.
Saudis
So
is never
Saudis aside
front runners.
then, who would you like have you got your shortlist now?
Yeah, I got it because that's the important one. My
What's
shortlist.
your shortlist then? Can you what's the name?
Is the shortest
No,
one
not
on the
your
planet.
actual shortlist now, but like Chelsea's shortlist.
Yeah, mine perfectly. I don't care who, as long as it's fast, so it will not affect us in the summer.
I think it's the Bowleys, it was the Woody Johnson, the Ricketts, and
there is nobody. The Bowleys are definitely ones that in the top. Bowleys,
is the most reasonable.
So out of them, yeah, who would you like to see the most, and who would you like to see the least?
Probably
I would like to see Ricketts the least, and then Woody Johnson.
The least Ricketts, the most probably Bowley.
But isn't the Ricketts like one of the richest out of them lot?
Yes.
Yeah, but some of the Chelsea fans,
They run their sport
they're not happy
franchise
with this
very
comment
badly.
about
They run
Muslims,
their sport
Muslim
franchise
comments.
very bad.
Oh, okay. I don't know anything. Like I don't know any.
They run the
comments on that.
Chicago Cubs and they suck. So they don't run it. They don't run it.
Are they the Chicago Cubs owners?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. If you get them, you'll end up. No. That's when I'll be like, yeah, you're welcome to our boat. You're on our boat now for the rest of your life. I'm sorry. Like, so I'll be like, don't worry about Man United. They've only been sailing it for the last 10 years. We've been cruising this boat for the last 20 years, guys. Don't worry. It's calm. Welcome aboard.
Isn't Kroenke's son like kind of taken over Arsenal though lately?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like the reason why I've always said it, innit? I always said it about Arsenal. Yeah, I want Kroenke's gone, unless just from out the blue, his son or Stan himself said, you know what? I'm gonna take next year to 2 out. I'm gonna go to the UK. I'm gonna live mainly in the UK. I'm gonna actually learn about football and the sport, and I'm gonna learn about the history of this club and the fans and all that. Yeah, unless they were to do that and say, do you know what? I will invest. Like I'm not expecting like a Roman Abramovich investment or how Man City, but if you're like, do you know what? Here's 150 to 200 mil. Yeah, not every single season, not every single summer, but every 2 summers, like here's 150 to 200 mil. We understand what you need, yeah, and get their knowledge up about the actual backroom staff of football as well, the actual knowledge of who does what, and you know what I'm saying. Unless that was to happen, I don't see us actually progressing majorly under Kroenke's but top 4. Now I could be wrong because now I'm seeing Josh Kroenke. He's looking like he's. I don't know. It's probably just for PR and this whole Amazon thing. I'll put my judgment down on Josh from next season if he still comes to Arsenal games and that with no fucking Amazon Prime thing. Yeah. Then I'll be like, do you know what? Maybe they're actually taking Arsenal serious now. Like, do you know what? Let's get Arsenal back to where they need to be. And then yeah, fair enough. I'll give them that little bit more time, innit? Like, see what they do, see who they try to bring in, and rah, innit? But unless that happens, of course I want Arsenal to beat. I've wanted Arsenal to beat Chelsea since 2012, bro. It's not even a joke.
Why did y'all take our song though?
Bro, it's a song, fam. I don't even sing it, bro. It's a song, fam. I don't even sing it, bro. I don't know, bro. These fans are shameless, fam. What can I say, man? Yeah, we got shameless fans, fam. Look, you got shameless fans yourself. Look who's running this stream right now. The most shameless guy I know,
What do
bro.
you mean, bro?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Nah, don't go. What do you mean? What do I mean, bro? With your penitentiary, this and that.
Come on, man. Like, I'm real and everything. There's no shame.
I'm not saying you're not real, but yeah, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're not real. I'm just saying you're just shameless with it, bro.
Be kind to him, Cam. He's got to sell that penitentiary soon. Be kind to him.
Yeah, to be
sell that penitentiary soon. Can't be asked. Big up Ken Berry saying whole lot of words to say he doesn't think the new probably American owners won't spend. Can we move on, please? We already went through all the topics for today, so I was happy to have a Chelsea Arsenal debate run. Janum says, "I'm from Chicago. Number 2, the Ricketts. Look at how the Cubs are run. and their championship record, dreadful. They only see money, and they always fail like Tottenham. The only blue in my heart is the Chelsea. Yeah, I think we've all got to a point, and none of us want the Ricketts for matters on and off the pitch. God forbid we get those bastards. But
So
yeah.
what you're saying? So what you're saying? If you do end up getting the Ricketts, it's game over.
I reckon. Yeah,
if we end up getting, if the Ricketts are potentially going to take over the club, you're going to see Super League level protests with probably more fans.
Maybe,
so no one wants them.
Hey, listen, we got to pick you up last year, fam. You're the ones that say it off, bro. Flowers where flowers due, bro.
Bro. So we're gonna run that again. It's gonna be 2.0 if the Ricketts take over. Nobody wants these lot.
We're heroes, man.
Do you think they'll get the planning permission for the new stadium as well?
No, that's what every owner's saying they want to do, but like it's way more complicated than people are giving.
It's because of the network or the network work with it.
No, the stadium extension doesn't have a problem. It never did. Abramovich does not want to pay for it because it's cost the same amount of money as the building a new stadium.
Yep.
Fair enough.
So they can expand the stadium as much as we want, but cannot go above 60 because it's impossible.
I was gonna say at least do bigger than Spurs, please, brother. Don't turn it into an NFL stadium, blah.
It basically will be like the new bridge when it will be rebuilt. It would be built for more than just football. It'd be kind of like
and the funny thing is, I said it. If Chelsea get that new rebuild, yeah. The way Arsenal Stadium is going to be looking so outdated, it's going to be crazy. You're going to look at Arsenal Stadium like that's hybrid, like it's that old. Like, how old is it's only 20 years old. No way, it's only 20 years old. Like, you'll be like, nah, it's got to be older than that. Like, that's how outdated it will look.
Yeah, Jesters, I hear what you're saying here. Like, he has to take down Stamford Bridge if he wants to expand it. Because in order to expand Stamford Bridge, you have to dig downwards because that's how tight the area is. Yeah. So if he wants to rebuild, if he wants to renovate Stamford Bridge, he has to take the whole stadium down and rebuild
so
it.
It'll be a proper like Tottenham, like take the stadium. Yeah. But would you leave any stand? Would you leave any stand? You must leave that big. Is it the West Stand or East Stand? The huge one. You got like, huh?
Yeah, both are massive.
Yeah, wouldn't you just leave them two stands, or would you have to knock them down?
You have to knock down everything because you have to build downwards, and the pitch has to be lower as well as a result of that.
Yeah, true.
So everything would have to go, everything. Which is why, in the long term, it's better for the club to move. But I understand why the fans don't want it. So
move where?
Situation for us.
Battersea Park
Station. We don't even know where, because anywhere in a decent area in West London, we've already lost. We lost the area in Earls Court. We lost Battersea. Don't really know where else we could go.
You have to do a whole. You have to do Arsenal in 1913 and move north, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna go down.
Well. Don't worry, man. You can take Spurs' place, man. There's no point in
Move closer to me. Move closer to me.
Well, you lot would get Tottenham's, and we just come over and just take half your fans.
No, not like that. It's just like, bro, what's the point?
And if Ben White balls out, we'll just take him on a free, Sol Campbell style.
No, I don't mean it like that. You won't Spurs us because we'll still win. We'll still win our all the FA Cups and that. Spurs don't win cups, so
yeah, fair enough. You guys can have the.
We'll still have our little cup runs here and there.
CBA. Guys, we are going to wrap up the stream, though. We've been going for nearly 2 hours. Big up everybody that's locked in. As always, smash the like and subscribe button. We will leave you with the 8-year anniversary of Chelsea smashing Arsene Wenger and Arsenal in a 6-0 battering. Big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like.
Don't forget Lewis on his 1000th game.
Oh yeah, on his 1000th game as well. How could I forget? So old, Mo Salah was still at the club.
Yeah, I'm more shameless. I'm more shameless than you.
Let's go. We'll be back tomorrow for the Mason Mount debate on Agenda FC with Flawless live on this channel, so you guys already know where to be at around 9:30 p.m. tomorrow. So check it out. Smash the like and subscribe button, and we will be back tomorrow. Up the Chelsea. Let's go.